We back again. Just
up?
wanted to just say the importance of just showing up for your community. Oftentimes we see all the negativity that they see within the world, and young people think that they can't be powerful. But the importance is that we work together collectively, that we show positive forms of media, that people actually see that they actually can and will become something. If all you see is negativity, if all you see is things that's tearing us apart, that's all that we're gonna be in our life. But if we expose people to things that's positive, things that make them feel loved, things that make them feel empowered, we can really change the way we see our communities. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's definitely a big thing as well, because like I was mentioning earlier, is how a lot of people can gain wealth or gain like some sort of standing by undermining communities, undermining other people. But to be able to build wealth by helping the community, by providing something that will always be there, that will really help the community and be able to help yourself and your family, is like a blessing.
Yeah, I think it's super important because we're basically fighting a war with ourselves. We're fighting a war with ourselves in the way that we're being perceived. We think that we just have to hustle, that we just have to continue to work hard, that we think we just have to fight against each other and that we'll make it to the top. But no, making it to the top is about the people that you invest in, the people that you bring up, and the value that you provide. And all this other stuff is just a distraction from the things that help us actually get there. Instead of us being in division, we can be in unity. Instead of us fighting against each other, we can fight together.
Right.
Instead of us going all this negativity that they want us, they're building a war against us and fighting against ourselves. And if we have everything that we know, that we have everything we need in our communities, that we can rebuild things collectively. And the positivity that we show with the media, that's why we do this work. That's why we showcase this positivity, because the young person that's on the south side of Chicago can be just as great as somebody on the north side of Chicago if they have the right resources, the right mentors, and the right opportunities. And we want to showcase that in our communities, that we're not just the things they try to portray, but we're things that are elevated. We're not just an exception, but we are the standard that we're going to create for our communities, of creating our own institutions instead of building our own platforms, instead of us building our own wealth in our communities. That we aren't just people that were not meant to be wealthy. We were meant to be wealthy. We were born wealthy. And that's a sense of our identity, and that's a sense of our culture, and that's a sense of what we're going to push forward. So that's the biggest thing. I know what's to you the biggest thing is showcasing positive things through media. What is something that's super important that you showcase in your work, just going out in the community?
Well, I'd say the biggest thing that I like to showcase is just like creativity, and that there's many people who just like create just to create, or don't really have like a purpose. But I would say I like to create with a purpose, with a motive in mind, to help others and to really be like an outlet for people to come to me. Like, I want to be someone who is influential enough to be able, like, influential where like people are like willing to like not even like look up to me, but just be able to help themselves. And then as well, I can provide the resources and provide like the help that I can give.
So for you, what would you say is the biggest thing that people can authentically share their stories and provide value?
Well, I'd say the best way for people to authentically share their stories is just to capture their lifestyle, to figure out the biggest things that you have going for yourself, figure out the biggest things that you can help, or some things that you like to do, and really just to capture advantage of that. So basically with us is that we're not doing anything outside of what we normally do. Like, you normally go to different events, you normally talk about finance, so you might as well capture content on it. I normally talk about God, and normally like capture content, so I can really just showcase what I do and really just build a following like that.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for people is that people be scared to showcase what they're good at. Stop being scared of showing people what you're good at. The people that are most successful are the people that are going to share their stories, share their opportunities, share their value no matter what. Don't be scared to promote your business. Don't be scared to talk about your business. Don't be scared to share your value, because that's the thing that you're going to be heard. And then if you do good, you're going to be listened to. We're going to get opportunities. Don't be so worried about people talking about you being corny. It's corny now, but it's great when you become that person that's on that platform. It's crazy now, but it's great when you become successful. It's crazy now until it actually hits and wins. Don't be too scared to promote yourself. The reason people aren't successful is because they're too scared to actually share their story out to the world. And the reason is that people are not successful is not because that they don't have a good product, it's they're not reaching their audience. You can't reach your audience if you're never telling people about what you're doing. Brag about yourself. Brag about your accomplishments. Brag about those things that you deserve, because you'll get that. You just got to go and you got to think it in your mind. You got to actually speak about it. You got to actually think about it, and you actually can do it. That's the biggest thing. Christian, what do you think that's something that's super important, that from your lens, that the importance of people sharing their own, creating their own narrative for themselves?
I would say the reason why we need to create their own narrative is because people won't, like other people, they won't help you achieve the goal that you want to have. That when it comes to achieving your goals and achieving your dreams, is that no one else can do it outside of the work you do and the faith in what you believe in. So with me, I personally believe that basically like my faith in God, and also my ability to just go out there and just create, is something that really gives me a purpose and allows me to paint my own narrative. So no one else will paint who I am, but I can paint to who I want to be or how I want to portray myself.
And what's the importance of having a like-minded people around you to support you in your faith and whatever you're doing?
Well, I would say you have to have a good company, because this bad company corrupts good character. So it really just allows you to basically have people to help you, because no one can do anything on this earth by yourself. That some people like to believe that, or they might be able to do something, but you won't be able to build something lasting without a group of people. So that's why collaboration is really important.
Yes, and collaboration is very important, but if you don't have the right people around you, it doesn't matter how many seeds that you plant, your fruit will never grow. Because if you don't actually have the right people that lives up to your standard, live up to your goals, and live up to that person you're becoming, not the person that you are, but the person that you're becoming, because there's people going to be able to come with you up to the top, but not everyone's going to make it. Only a certain amount of people that are going to be aligned with your vision, your purpose, your opportunities to be able to go there. Some people you might have to leave behind, but that will open doors for people that's meant to be in your life and the people that weren't meant to be in your life. It's not personal, but you have to be with those people that's truly there for you, your vision, your purpose, as well as that person you're becoming. So if that person that you see in your life that's not supporting you, that's not showing up for you, that's not doing those things that don't cost money, that just take time, that take effort, that just take the small things, they were not meant for you. That's the thing. Not everybody's going to be your friend. Most of your friends don't actually support you. And have those people in your life that's actually going to support you, that's actually going to build with you, that's actually going to cultivate with you, that's actually going to plant those seeds in your foundation in the community, that you can become successful. And understand that's all you need. And for Christian, what do you think the biggest part, my last question for young people, is the importance of exposure, of exposing yourself to more, to create that higher level?
What's the importance of exposure?
Yes.
I would say exposure, like we said earlier, just allows you to paint your own narrative. Allows you to portray who you want to be, and just to live out the message that you want to live out.
Right, because I think the biggest thing is that people don't understand that they let other people create their narrative for themselves, but you have everything that you need to create your own narrative. People are trying to be portrayed that they rely on these media platforms to create the opportunity for them, but you can create your own opportunity. Your phone is your greatest opportunity to go and build and promote yourself. Most people are doing it for things to be distracted, but you can use it to engage and build and create that dynamic collectively. So use it not just to divide, but use it to help build. Help use it to share your story. Help use it to provide value. Because when you shape your own narrative, you're the person that can write the chapters to your book in your life. And that's to conclude this video. Appreciate y'all. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow for more.
Yeah, you can follow me at Christian_Phillips2 and Vision.Films.
Make sure to follow me at Corey Phillips 3 and Social Storm Network. All right, peace.
Peace.